Hi, my name is Samantha Frashone.
And I'm Taylor Loverick.
We're both outreach coordinators here at Niagara Falls Memorial Medical Center, funded by the Cabrini Foundation in partnership with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Due to COVID-19, we are putting our regular activities for caregivers of those with a mental illness on pause. Typically, we would outreach for support groups and educational groups for caregivers. These groups will be held in the future, and we will be sure to make an announcement when we do so. Our support groups are at your convenience and whatever works with your schedule. Our educational groups are an 8-week class that requires pre-registration. For any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to us.
So today we're going to be talking about anxiety. So anxiety is an excessive and persistent fear about everyday situations. So this could be like having health concerns or making mistakes.
There is a difference between fear and anxiety, and that's what we do want to talk about today. Fear is what you experience when you are actually in a stressful situation, where anxiety is what you experience leading to that future event. We want to discuss an exercise called Identifying How You Experience Fear and Anxiety. This exercise is to help you identify any anxiety-provoking situations, your body's response to these situations, and eventually it'll help you work to develop an effective coping skills, effective coping plan. For this exercise, you are to identify the situation that brings fear or anxiety upon you. This situation will reflect on your bodily sensations. So anything that could range from heartbeat, sweaty palms, anything like that. You want to write down your thoughts that you experience when you are fearful or anxious, as well as the action tendencies, which would include a fight or flight response. After this, you want to write down what you actually do when you feel this stress, when you feel this anxiety, or when you feel this fear. This exercise will help you to identify any situation that gives you any type of anxious feeling or fear. There are definitely some certain signs of anxiety. Do you want to discuss those?
Yeah. So a couple of them can be feeling nervous or tense. Another one could be having a sense of impending danger. Trembling, increased heart rate, feeling weak or tired, trouble sleeping, and you would want to avoid anything that causes your anxiety.
There are ways that can help you cope with your anxiety as well. Some of these include going for a walk, calling loved ones, reaching out for support, writing down your thoughts, and self-monitoring. Our next exercise that we also want to discuss is a self-monitoring form. This self-monitoring form helps you to identify the situation that is bringing you anxiety or fear. You want to mark the date, the time, the intensity of your anxiety, and your urge to avoid this anxiety.
And then the situation.
Exactly. If you avoided this situation, you want to rate it 0 to 100. How fearful were you in this situation? Anything like that. That will help you to identify these situations in the future if they ever happen again. Including with the self-monitoring, there's also taking care of yourself, getting some rest, identifying how you experience anxiety and these triggers as well. For caregivers, they're more likely to experience anxiety and wonder if they're doing enough for their loved ones. That's why we wanted to touch on this topic today. In the future, again, we will be holding these classes. For questions, comments, referrals, or concerns, my phone number is 716-800-7489.
And mine is 716-343-3061.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
For exercise 1, identifying how you experience fear and anxiety, we wanted to give you an example for this. So under situation, a situation that we can discuss is being on a roller coaster. Your bodily sensations. What would your bodily sensations be?
Pounding heart, sweaty palms.
Anything like that,
Heavy
you know.
breathing.
Yep. So you want to also identify your thoughts in this moment. Your thoughts could be, am I going to get hurt? This is very scary or terrifying, anything like that. And this is in relation, again, to the situation with the roller coaster, being on a roller coaster. Your action tendencies include your fight or flight response. In this moment, you're probably thinking, I want to get off of the roller coaster. What do you actually do? The last section is where you write that down. What you actually do is you hold on tight, you might close your eyes, you might scream. This is how you would identify the anxiety-provoking situation for you, going through each motion and identifying each situation, bodily sensation, thought, action tendency, and what actually happens. This helps in the future to develop a coping plan.